When we last played, Wayne Rooney was in charge, and had the sort of the circus that brings that Wayne Rooney when he's in charge. Obviously, it's always going to happen with all the media and stuff like that. And obviously, that game was a 2-2 draw. Of course, Town had to score two late goals to get a point. Now you got Tony Mowbray in the dugout. Sadly, won't be in the dugout for this game because he's unfortunately ill at the moment. So get well soon, Mogger. What is the mood though, Sam, currently with that new appointment and the position you're at the moment, and having three managers in a season is never a good sign?
Yeah, it's turbulent, of course, and I echo your wishes for Tony Mowbray. It's a real shame to see that because after the Sunderland game, there was such a good feel good factor around the club and everything with two wins on the bounce in the league, two wins in a week as well. And it's not just wins, it's wins against Blackburn, who are managed by John Eustace, which is our former boss, and then wins against Sunderland as well, where Tony Mowbray was the boss there. So it's all these sort of wins that have a bit of meaning attached to them for the Birmingham fans. And roller coaster season. Mark Venus is going to be in the dugout for the game against Ipswich. So technically, that's going to be our fifth manager in the dugout this season. So yeah, make of that what you will. And there's obviously been a lot of talk around Rooney at the moment because of his appearance on Gary Neville's podcast, speaking about his time at Birmingham. So a lot of Blues fans are sort of looking at that, reflecting on it, seeing his perspective of things, where he said about the club that, the fans never really took to him, that kind of stuff. And I think the fans, they didn't really take to him as much, but there was a feeling that he didn't take to sort of us as well as a fan base. It just felt very distant. And I remember when we played you guys, when it was a 2-2 draw, we were winning 2-0, but there was still that feeling of uncertainty around the place. And obviously you guys got back into it with Harness coming off the bench and getting a double.
Familiar name in this lineup, Andre Dazelle, Ipswich boy. Of course, his dad is a legend at the club as well. Obviously, I'm sure Tony Mowbray would have known about Andre for that connection with Ipswich Town. How's he been? He scored recently, and sounds like he's been playing really well.
Yeah. I think since Dazelle's come in, he's added that sort of element to the midfield that we haven't had in a long time, where it's someone that's comfortable receiving the ball in tight areas, because we've had before the likes of Ivan Sunic and Gary Gardner, which are battlers, but they're not great technical players. And I think with Dazelle, you get that bit more quality on the ball. And it just gives that reassurance to the defence behind him that you are going to give the ball to him in a tight position. He's not going to lose it straight away. I think there's that composure you get with him, and also the midfielder next to him, Pak Sung Ho, who's been brilliant since he's come in as well. He did give away the ball for the Sunderland goal, but the game before that against Blackburn, he was man of the match. And Blues fans are coming out of that game looking at Dazelle, who scored the winner in that Blackburn game, and Pak Sung Ho, and going, we've actually got two holding midfielders here that are comfortable with the ball, which is something we have not seen in a very long time. And there were some fans that were saying we haven't had a player that's actually good on the ball, a midfielder that's good on the ball, since Jude Bellingham. And obviously, I'm not comparing these guys to Bellingham at all, but that's what it's felt like for Blues fans, where someone comes along every so often that actually is technically gifted on the ball, and you look at them straight away and you go, well, they could play maybe a level above. And I think Pak Sung Ho definitely fits into that category. And from what I've seen from Dazelle so far, he's a really good player. And I think that we've got him on loan on QPR at the moment, but next season it may be a thing where we look to sign him permanently. And I think adding more sort of ball players to the team will only benefit us.